Holding my breath, I walked out of the subway station into the street and looked up. All I saw were tall buildings, most of them in need of some love and care, reaching up to thick, dark gray clouds, the same ones that had been a permanent fixture in the sky for my entire 19 years. I wasn't sure why I kept trying. Exhaling, I focused on my task, on why I was uptown and not safely behind the gates of the university. To be honest, I wasn't letting myself think about it too much. Otherwise, I would freeze. I would turn back around and flee. I would go home and pretend everything was all right. One measured step in front of the other, I walked from the subway station to the next block. All the while, my eyes stared straight ahead, and I breathed through my mouth. Even then, I caught a sniff of the rotting smells of the city. My eyes drifted to the broken sidewalks, to the fallen street lamps, to the dying trees and dry dirt, to the homeless people hiding at the edge of alleys. I swallowed the fear building inside me. As far as I knew, this had been a nice neighborhood until a couple of months ago. As nice as a neighborhood could be in this world. Larger companies and businesses moved out as soon as it started getting bad. Poverty and robbers and bats. But not everyone could afford to pack up and move. Like the psychiatrist I had scheduled an appointment with. At first, I pushed my problems aside. I ignored them. But now I couldn't anymore. And this was the only psychiatrist from the over 20 I called who had an appointment available. The others wanted to put me on a wait list at least 3 months long. No, thank you. I stopped at a corner and waited for a green light to change. I glanced up at the tall building with a mirror-like exterior across the street, reflecting more buildings and the dark clouds. There. Right there was the psychiatrist who would be able to help me with my problem. The faint sound of wings flapping echoed through the street, and everyone looked up, including me. Among the reflection of buildings and dark clouds, I saw the blurred line of a bat cutting through the sky. Thankfully, it disappeared with my next erratic heartbeat. These damn bats. The people in the street seemed to relax all at once. A sigh escaped my lips. But the bats weren't the reason I was here, coming to this shady neighborhood after a psychiatrist. I needed help because I had dreams. Dreams was the word I used to calm my mind. Visions was a more appropriate term. The first one happened right after my arrival in New York 9 months ago. At first, the visions came once a month or so, but now they assaulted me once a week. I blacked out every time I had one. I could be cooking, studying, walking down the street, and I would simply zone out. I saw whatever the vision brought me. Then I would wake up as if nothing had happened, as if I had not spent the last 30 seconds or 15 minutes daydreaming. I was reluctant to call my visions hallucinations. Yet now, heading toward a psychiatrist's office, I guess I should. Hallucinations could be stopped with medication, right? That was why I was here, to ask the doctor to put an end to them. The visions were hindering my life. Last semester, I failed a class because I had visions during too many lectures and exams. 3 days ago, I dropped a tray on a customer at the cafe where I waited tables. My boss almost fired me, accusing me of being distracted all the time. I was losing control of my life, and that made me scared. On the other hand, if I stopped hallucinating, I would stop seeing him.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.